know that there are several people who are soft on the LTT in your state of Tamil Nadu. Now, how does the government reconcile this fast-changing situation in Sri Lanka with known sympathies that people have in Tamil Nadu, political parties towards the Tamil Tigers?
Well, first of all, the overwhelming majority of the Tamil people don't have no respect for Prabhakaran or the LTTE, and certainly after the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi, there's just simply no sympathy at all, and one can see this in all these stage-managed meetings that some of the sympathizers have done. The fact of the matter is that the LTTE did finance a lot of political activities in Tamil Nadu, and those people are now orphaned by the diminishing strength of the LTTE. Now, I don't think that it has any effect at all in India. The only thing that we have to take precaution is that the Sri Lankan government keeps to its commitment made to the various leaders of the world that after the military solution, they will follow with the political solution, which is devolve the constitutional powers to enable the Tamils to have some local freedom to run their own affairs. That is the key thing which will prevent future terrorism from taking place in Sri Lanka.
Jeehan, Pereira, I want to talk to you about this man, Rajapakse, who's carried out this big offensive. So many of our other panelists also said he's the man. He's gone all out after them, prepared to take losses. What really is the basis for this push that he has? I mean, why have Sri Lankan leaders before him not pushed as hard, or have they?
Well, one reason could be that President Rajapaksa feels that his electoral base is entirely Sinhalese, and he has to keep the Sinhalese with him if he is to remain in power. I think he feels that the ethnic minorities will not vote for him, and therefore he has to keep the Sinhalese with him. And nationalism, the motherland, terrorism, LTT are the key words that he has been able to put before the people to sustain their support for him, despite so many other problems such as high inflation, a lot of corruption, and clashes between the judiciary and the executive. But the support for the government and the president remains high among the ethnic majority Sinhalese because of the war.
Right. But he's shown a tremendous decisiveness in all of this. In case you're watching this right now, the big global story, in fact, happening right near our southern tip, where in Sri Lanka, the Tamil Tigers have been pushed like never before, losing their northern headquarters of Kilinochchi and being pushed further from there.
General Kalkatt, for somebody who understands the workings of the Tamil Tigers so well, in your assessment, are we expecting more retaliatory strikes from the LTTE now?
Yes, I agree with you, Maruf. You may expect them hitting soft targets. Now they will revert back to their original kind of warfare, that is guerrilla warfare and terrorist attacks on soft targets, on civilian population. And obviously they had thought that they were never a state actor, though they had assigned to themselves the trappings of a state actor and like a regular force, and that is why they lost, because they cannot fight a regular force, and of course this loss is going to set them back politically. At the same time, the morale of the Sri Lankan forces is going to be high, and they are going to face a very tough situation.
Okay.
But nevertheless, the difficult part is ahead. When the air power cannot be used in the jungles, the tanks cannot go there, the artillery fire is not effective, and it has got to be the soldier on the foot who is going to seek out and destroy them. But it can be done, but it will be a very slow process.
Okay, Venkat, before I wrap up, I remember very clearly, I'm sure you remember too,
Yes.
that in Tamil Nadu,
Yes.
a lot of leaders were asking for humanitarian assistance to be sent to Sri Lanka. Now, is this going to increase right now? Will a lot of Tamil Nadu parties be asking for greater humanitarian assistance to be sent to Sri Lanka? And if that were to happen, should we allow it?
Yes, I suppose so, because the civilian consequences of this war are really great. More than 200,000 people have been internally displaced in the last 6 months or so. And, the call for a ceasefire, I expect it to intensify because, the fall of Kilinochchi represents a sort of decisive moment, or at least gives an appearance of being a very decisive point in the military history of this current conflict. So I expect that now that you have reached a point, you have captured Kilinochchi, now why don't you halt the war and begin a political process? This line of thinking is likely to come up in Tamil Nadu in the next few days. And humanitarian assistance, of course, I don't think anyone here grudges that sort of assistance. But the modalities will have to be, the one round of assistance that went, I doubt if even that has been effectively distributed already. Right. Okay. So, these are logistic constraints, but politically the demand will remain.
Okay. Venkat, General Kalkatt, Jeehan, Pereira and Subramanian Swamy. Thank you very much on that big story of the day.